Good morning and welcome to Richard Raw's Daily Meditation from the Centre for Action and Contemplation. The theme for this week is Julian of Norwich. Today is Tuesday, May the 12th, 2020, and the contribution for today is entitled Oneing. And it begins with a quotation from Julian of Norwich, who writes, "The place which Jesus takes in our soul, he will nevermore vacate, for in us is his home of homes, and it is the greatest of delight for him to dwell there. And the soul who contemplates this is made like the one who is contemplated." And again, another quotation, this time from John chapter 14, verse 20. "On that day you will know that you are in me and I am in you." Richard Raw continues, "That day, promised in John's Gospel, has been a long time in coming, yet it has been the enduring message of every great religion in history. It is the perennial tradition. Divine and thus universal union is still the core message and promise, the whole goal and the entire point of all religion. Lady Julian of Norwich uses the idea of oneing to describe divine union. In chapter 3 of Revelations of Divine Love, she writes, "This beloved soul was preciously knitted to God in its making by a knot so subtle and so mighty that it is oned in God. In this oneing, it is made endlessly holy. Furthermore, God wants us to know that all the souls which will be saved in heaven without end are knit in this knot, and oned in this oneing, and made holy in this holiness." Julian observes, quote, "If I pay special attention to myself, I am nothing at all. But in general, I am, I hope, in the unity of love, for it is in this oneing that the life of all people consists." Close quotes. She reflects, quote, "The love of God creates in us such a oneing that when it is truly seen, no person can separate themselves from another." Close quote. Finally, let us hear Julian, in her own Middle English words, speaking of divine and human unity. Quote, "For in the sight of God, all a man is one man, and one man is all man." Close quote. This is not some 21st century leap of logic. This is not pantheism or mere New Age optimism. This is the whole point. Radical union is the recurring experience of the saints and mystics of all religions. We do not have to discover or prove it. We only have to retrieve what has been rediscovered and enjoyed again and again by those who seek and desire God and love. When you think you have discovered it, you will be just like Jacob when he awoke from his sleep and shouted, "You were here all the time, and I never knew it." As John states in his first letter, quote, "I do not write to you because you do not know the truth. I am writing to you here because you know it already." Close quote. Like John, I can only convince you of spiritual things because your soul already knows what is true. And that is why I believe and trust Julian's showings too. For the mystics, there is only one knower, and we just participate in that one spirit.